Have an unconventional idea that you think could make you a fortune, but you don't have a small fortune to get it off the ground? You may be in luck thanks to two like-minded self-made millionaires who have a new show in which they spread the wealth to entrepreneurs who think outside the box. Mike Rooster McConaughey, the older brother of Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey, and Wayne Butch Gilliam are Rooster and Butch, appearing on A&E. Rooster and Butch, welcome.
Hey, Elsa. How you doing?
Elsa.
I'm great. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. You both have very interesting backstories on your way to becoming self-made millionaires.
It dadgum sure took us a while, I can tell you that. I mean, you know, like I say, Butch and I didn't have anywhere else to go but up. And we both did labor, and lucky for me, I got in sales, moved to Midland, and he was still working in a machine shop, and I guess I was attached to him because he still had a shirt with his name tag on it I always liked my name on my shirt.
Well, that's what working people do. You know, they're so, you know, they wear name tags, you know, so they can find each other in the dark. I don't know. But anyway, listen, my dad handed me a broom and a shovel when I was about 12 years old and said, "Here, boy, get out we worked in a Quonset hut-shaped machine shop in West Texas." And I always tell everybody when they ask me, "How did you get started?" It was with a broom and a shovel.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sweep around here before we leave.
Give me a broom.
You have a hard-working background, and you worked your way up to become self-made millionaires, and now you want to help other people do the same thing through a show like this. Why do this show?
Simply because it's a condensed version of the way Butch and I have done business over the years. When we finally
lived our lives.
And lived our lives. And it's about doing business with a conscience. And don't stomp on a little guy just because you can. And there's more ways that you can steal more money legally now than you can illegally. And we just want people to try to do the right thing. I mean, if you're competitors like he and I, fight fair. You know, you don't have to be, you can still get there. And as long as you're doing the right thing, if you fail, you will get a second chance.
So some people
Rooster and I have been fierce competitors in our businesses. Actually, we do have real jobs in West Texas where we're from. Rooster and I have been competitors for 40 years, and we still are to this day. And we're best friends. And
He's winning.
And we got great respect for each other. And that's part of the message in this show is to let people know that you can keep your dignity and be a fierce competitor and a force to be reckoned with in business.
So people are going to watch this right now and they have this idea, this pitch. What are you looking for when you're hearing these pitches about people's dream businesses? How can they get your attention?
They better just get to the point, I can tell you, because they don't have but 30 seconds, because that recording don't last, it doesn't last much longer than that. So if they can't put it in there in 30 seconds and it doesn't attract our interest, then we're probably passing some good ones, I'm sure. But I mean, I'm just saying it's got to be, we like them to get to the point.
We don't know how to tell these entrepreneurs, we don't know how to tell these entrepreneurs how to do this, but when someone calls and somehow, some way, sparks a memory in our past and reminds us of a point in time in our lives of ourselves, that catches our attention.
Well, we can't wait to see this show happening on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. on A&E. Thank you so much, Rooster and Butch. We'll be watching. We'll be back with more Midday Maryland.